Oh no, I just noticed my camera is not charged. I can't win. I can't win, girl. Oh my gosh, hello guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Dylan, and today I'm gonna be filming from my new filming location, which you can't even really tell because there's not a lot of room where I set my camera up, but I have lighting over here, my natural lighting over there, girl. So this is what you get my face right in your face. Isn't that great? So right now is a really crazy time. Yeah, it's crazy out there, and I don't have a job right now. And so I'm just sitting here at home in my new apartment reading manga, and that's how I'm spending my days and keeping sane through all of this. And I wanted to talk about the manga that I'm reading and hopefully help you guys if you're interested in reading any of these. Honestly, just read what you love and just have fun. That's what I've been doing. So I'm going to start with a manga that is a total surprise for me. Total and complete surprise, girl. Because I'm not one for battle shonens. I'm not one for that. Something about it is just not for me usually. But this one I really enjoy. It's just a lot of fun. It's called Martian Awakens Romance. This is written by Nobuyuki Anzai. And I gotta check the translator because I never remember translators' names unless I've read a lot of their stuff. And I don't think I've read anything this translator has worked on in the past, if I remember right. Yeah, this is translated by Gerard Jones, and it's essentially about this boy on the cover named Ginta. He is a very geeky, nerdy kind of character boy in middle school, I believe, and he doesn't really have much of a life. He doesn't have a lot of friends. The only friend he does have is the character, well, this isn't technically her, but she basically looks like this. It's complicated. He basically gets sucked into this fantasy world with these crazy characters, and it's about them going on an adventure together in this fantasy land. It's got a lot of Alice in Wonderland vibes, and also vibes of that one movie or book series, Wizard of Oz. And it's a lot like that. The main antagonist of the series is a group of people called the Chess Pieces. Let me see if I can find a good picture of them. But they're basically, yeah, here's a good one. They're basically these demon-esque people who are trying to take over this fantasy world, and our main character is trying to fight back against them. It's a lot of fun. I'm enjoying it a lot. I really love the kooky characters. There's this little dog who turns into a really, really beautiful man right here. They're basically two beings fused together, and I love it. It's a lot of fun. I'm enjoying it a lot. So, though that is the safe for work manga that I'm reading, actually, I can talk about another one that's kind of safe for work, because we're going to get into the BL, because I'm reading BL. Me personally, boys love is what keeps me calm and sane during all of this, because I personally like reading about manga that is similar to my life, because you know me, I'm a queen, girl. And so stories like Carmel, which I read and really enjoyed, is a real nice, escape for me, because I'll be real with you, I want something like this to happen to me. It's one of those. I can't help it. I can't help it. I want my own boyfriend. Please. But Carmel is basically, it's kind of an age gap romance, so I will give that little disclaimer. BL tends to do that a lot. They tend to have characters who are either just of age or almost of age, and it's just one of those things that you just kind of have to accept, sadly. But basically it's about this boy who is named Iori on the cover. He's 18 years old, and he is just kind of getting started in life. He's going to school. I think he's going to a prep college, something like that. I'm making that up in my mind, kind of, because he's also a very homely person, and he is trying to go live out on his own. He wants to live out on his own, and he needs a new place. So he moves in with our other main character, who is on the cover. I forget his name, and they don't say it on the back, because of course they don't. I am terrible with names, though, honestly. I just am not good with them, girl. Roku is his name, and he's basically a very introverted kind of character. He's kind of a recluse. He's a businessman as well. He does have a job, of course, but so he's not a hikikomori, but he doesn't like to cook. He has to sleep with someone because he is afraid of the dark, which is really, really cute. I really liked that aspect of this volume. I thought it was super cute. It's not really creepy at all. It sounds like it would be. I know, because of the age gap. And there is a little bit of dubious behavior in the beginning of the volume that I was not a fan of. I will mention that for you, but the rest of the volume was super cute and super sweet. It has your typical, like, not doing anything until they're ready kind of character. That's what Roku is. He is a very, very sweet seme character, and I really liked it a lot. I thought it was cute. I also really love this artwork. It's just adorable. It's so cute. I really, really like this a lot. I have read something else by this mangaka. This is written by Poku Okuyama, and she, I believe it's a she, maybe, has written another story, which is actually a fetishy story. I don't remember what it was called, but it's about a boy who likes to clean ears. And it's really cute as well. It wasn't my favorite, but this is also translated by one of my queens, Jocelyn Allen. I love her. She is wonderful. And the lettering is done by Erica Tariquez. So yes, I am very, very much a fan of this story. It was super cute, super sweet, about two boys just living life together and falling in love. Those are the kind of stories I love. But I also love the steamy stories, and girl, we about to get steamy because we're going to talk about 10 count. Oh my god. Listen. Yes. This is written by Rihito Takurai, who is a very prestigious mangaka, not just in BL, but she's written other stories as well. And this one is translated by Adrienne Beck, who is another very, very prolific translator. She has done a lot of work for Sublime, a lot of work for Tokyo Pop. She's been around, girl. She's a good girl. I like her. I love her translations. And I just really enjoyed this manga. It is essentially about a young boy. They're both young men, though. They are adults, which... Thank you. And this boy, or young man, I should say, is dealing with a lot of stuff. I believe his name is Shirotani. I think, yeah, Shirotani. He is a sufferer of OCD, and he has very, very severe OCD. He washes his hands to the point of them getting chapped. He can't, like, he has trouble going outside. I mean, he will go outside, but he doesn't want to, like, touch anything. He won't eat outside. He won't eat out. It's really, really bad. And what I love about this manga, I didn't really go into the relationship, but he meets this man on the cover who is Kurose, and Kurose is a young therapist, kind of. He works in psychology, and they deal with... He's trying to get him to get over his OCD through cognitive therapy, I believe it's called. They talk about it. Where's the recap? Because they do it, exposure and response prevention therapy, where basically he makes Shirotani make a list of things that he will never do, something that he doesn't want to do. So I don't remember what exactly is on his list, but like he won't drink out of the same cup from somebody, he doesn't want to buy a book from the bookstore, things like that. And it's about him getting him to be comfortable doing those things. And I love it. I loved it so much. Even though I will say Kurose can be a little bit of a piece of crap sometimes. He is not my kind of boy. But I did like their relationship and how it developed. I really like how Kurose wants to help this boy, or help our main character become more comfortable with himself. I did like that aspect a lot. I really, really appreciated it. And it's a really nice build to their relationship. Like, yes, it does get a little smutty in Volume 2, like it does get to those levels, but it's also a slow build of their relationship, and I really, really appreciated that. I also just love how it talks about all of the difficult topics. It does get to some really, really difficult themes, so I will say that if you are not comfortable with, I don't know how to describe it even, like childhood trauma, I'll just say, be wary of that in this series because it is in there, but I would highly recommend it. It was fabulous, and I'm gonna keep going because I'm almost out of battery life in my camera, because of course I am, and I still got some more manga to talk about. I also read Starting with a Kiss. This is written by Yuka Nita. She is one of my queens, one of my favorite mangakas. I mean, girl, like, look at that. That's all you need. She is queen, and I will always stand her forever. Oh my god, and he has sunglasses, girl. If you couldn't tell, this is a Yakuza story. It is also translated, I believe, by Adrienne Beck, actually. Yes, it is. This is also translated by Adrienne Beck, who is a queen. I love her, too. And it's about these two Yakuza. And our main character is thrown onto an island by his piece of crap father. And he has like a bodyguard that they hired for him to like get along with, and it's about their relationship, the two men on the cover. Oh my gosh, and it is so good. It is very, very, I will say it's very long-winded because this takes a while to read. There is a lot of dialogue, there's a lot of like Yakuza jargon, I would call it, lots of scandal, lots of political intrigue as well. So this is not an easy read, but I really enjoyed it. I found it fantastic. And then another thing I really liked about this, especially I think it was in this volume, I will give you a disclaimer for this series. It does deal with non-consent, but it deals with it in a realistic way, and it doesn't like pander to it, or it doesn't make light of it, if that makes sense. It's very realistic, and I really liked how they handled it, but I will keep that in mention that that is a part of this series, not between the two main people, but between our main character and a different person. So, but it's very realistic, and it is seen as a crime, so I was there for it. You know, she writes very realistic stories, and she doesn't do very many, I guess, tropes in a way. At least I can't remember, but I really liked this, and I would highly recommend it. And then the last BL that I read for this video is called Vampire's Portrait, and this is written by Hiroki Kusumoto, and I've never read anything by them before, but I want to read more because holy moly, this was good. It is essentially about, I also didn't talk about the translator. The translator for this manga, it's someone I don't recognize, but it is Sachiko Sato did the translation for this, and I really, really enjoyed this a lot. It's essentially about a young man. I don't know his age. I'm gonna say 21. Because that makes my brain happy. But anyway, young man who is an artist. He is trying to paint this man's face, and oh my gosh, girl, this artwork. Girl, yes, 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 yes. Yes! I love this. This is a vampire story. Our main man is a vampire, and he's trying to get someone to draw his real face. And I enjoyed it immensely. The artwork, again, is stunning. It is beautiful, beautiful artwork, and I would highly recommend it. I'm not talking about it as much as I want to because my camera's about to die, but this is good. It's available on Kindle as well. I know this is out of print from June, but you can purchase it on the Kindle. Please do it. It's wonderful. So there you have it, guys. Those are the manga that I've been reading during this difficult time. If you have read any of these, let me know what you thought of them in the comments below. Love to discuss with you about it because I could honestly make like full videos about each of these series because they were all really, really fun, and they helped me a lot. So let me know in the comments what you've been reading as well, what has been getting you through this difficult time. I would love to hear about it and get some recommendations as well. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you are all being safe and you're all having, you know, you're all surviving the quarantine with us. And I hope everyone's being okay and everyone's fine, because that's what's most important, is to be safe and to be, you know, safe mentally as well. Take care of yourself, check on your friends, text, all of that. And thank you again so much for watching. And please remember, guys, for the love of all that is gay, stay sexy. Yes. Read your boys' love, girl. Mm-hmm.